Now, the NRM does not have a candidate for speaker. He said it. The symbols we saw on ballot papers are well known. The chairman of the Electoral Commission made a statement and posted a video on X. And today, I saw the General Secretary of the PLU saying he agrees with that statement. I hope after this press conference, there will be less confusion. And I really ask the members of 12th Parliament, stop the confusion. You are all over the place, swinging in all sorts of directions. Even your followers now don't know what to do. The person who made the pronouncement in Mukono has said he now agrees with what the chairman of the NRM Electoral Commission has said. And this is a summary of what the chairman of the Electoral Commission said. First, he talked about the qualification of a speaker. He said, to be a speaker, you must be able to withstand pressure, and you must have the mettle to be the speaker. Who has demonstrated that more than me in this period? And he said that the stepping down from being a candidate by the former speaker has, and I quote, set the ground for a new process. As a cooperating partner of the NRM, I have read and mastered the NRM Constitution. I've read their code of conduct, and I pay attention to what their leaders say. After all, if you are seated in a vehicle which someone else is driving, you have got to watch how they are driving. He said that the choice is now on the party to do the roadmap. He then said, the chairman will guide us on the roadmap. But he also mentioned the relationship between the NRM and the PLU. He called the PLU a pressure group. And he said, as a pressure group, they are autonomous and they are free to make their pronouncements and endorsements. I agree with that. I have no problem with that. But what I know is that they are within the NRM. He also said the Central Executive Committee can also do headhunting. So, he has clarified on that statement, the Mukono pronouncement. What we want to avoid is improvisation. Someone who has not actively shown interest, being interested, and therefore appearing to be a project. That reminds me of a president called Godfrey Binaisa. You know, Godfrey Binaisa was lobbying to be, I don't know whether an ambassador. Then they told him, you are going to be president. You can imagine the disaster which followed. He started doing things. He's the one who introduced that famous phrase, Okugwa movie into. Falling into things. Now, the politics of falling into things should not be encouraged, particularly for a position such as that of Speaker. And we are going to be alive, all of us. I don't know how things will move after this. My job is to warn. But I'm also a respected elder within the PLU, as you know. So let me offer some advice. And this is not the first time I've offered advice. The first advice I gave one time was when some of them wanted to register a political party. And I told them that we also face that dilemma as members of Uganda Young Democrats, UYD. There was a time we were so frustrated with our party. It appeared stuck, they were bickering, they were slow. We wanted to form a party. Fortunately, we eventually debated and we agreed that no. What we should endeavor to do is to ensure that one of us takes over the leadership of the party. That's why I'm here. Yeah, it is the UYD which propelled me. So I agree that the PLU will determine the next generation of leaders of NRM, from the top to all the levels. That's okay. That requires discipline. The other example is the Tea Party in the Republican Party of America. They became a force, and they are the ones who revolutionized the Congress and the Senate, and they even were the force behind Donald Trump. Now, in a situation where any survey, any of you in the media, you have seen all surveys that have been done online, offline. Even if you go to the border stage now and you ask, who do you want to be the speaker? They will say Mao. Mao. I have seen the debate which has followed the Mukono pronouncement. It is mixed. So, we have got to avoid the politics of falling into things. So what is my expectation? My expectations are very modest. My expectation is not that I should be imposed on the parliament.